And you can catch all of Chris's full interviews on Fox News Sunday right here on Fox News Channel at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock Eastern. All right, if you've gassed up recently, no doubt you are feeling the pain at the pump. Right now, the national average price for a gallon of regular gas is $3.76, up 30 cents from a month ago. Some are calling on the president to take action, but what can he or Congress do to make a difference? Joining us now for fair and balanced debate, Democratic Congressman Engel and Republican Congressman Michael Burgess. Both are members of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Gentlemen, welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon.
All right, Congressman Burgess, the president said this week that he wants to count on a few things. He wants to streamline efforts in a few areas, primarily in getting our cars to be more fuel efficient. He says it'll help everyone across the board. Do you agree?
I got no argument with fuel efficiency as a strategy, and I in fact welcome the president who's adopted an all of the above strategy. House Republicans have been saying this for years. We need an all-hands-on-deck approach to the energy problems in this country, and the lack of a national energy policy has been a serious shortcoming. But let's face it, there are people who do try to manipulate the market. They are both investors domestically, sovereign wealth funds foreignly. There are lots of people who play this. We all lived through the Arab oil embargo of 73 and 74. So we know that some countries look at this as a means to manipulate the markets of the United States, and most of the big recessions have been preceded by a run-up in fuel prices. So yeah, we need to be busy on this, because I don't know that we've seriously protected ourselves against the next economic downturn, and goodness knows we can scarcely afford that now.
All right, Congressman Engel, I want to ask you about the fact that one of your colleagues, Republican Doc Hastings, referenced this week a number of measures that have passed the House but haven't had a chance in the democratically controlled Senate. What do you make of those House measures that they say are aimed at bringing gas prices down? Do you think they're effective?
Well, I think what we need to do is have a bipartisan energy policy. I don't think, frankly, it helps if Democrats propose things, if Republicans propose things, and if there's finger pointing. I have sponsored a bill which is gathering lots of steam, along with Congressman John Shimkus, who's a Republican of Illinois, for an open fuel standards bill. I believe, and he believes, that every car that's manufactured in America ought to be flex fuel, meaning that it would run on ethanol, methanol, anything that would help it to save fuel efficiency. And other countries do this. It would cost $100 or less per car. We have natural gas in the United States. We can turn that into methanol. And this is, I think, what we should be doing. Brazil does it. It's done, in many other countries, and we should be doing it. I think we should study every energy policy. The American people don't want to see a Democratic energy policy or Republican energy policy. We need an American energy policy, and we really need to do it. And I hope that we can do it on the Energy and Commerce Committee by passing my legislation, Congressman Shimkus's legislation, and do it as quickly as possible. Now, that's not going to be a panacea. Congressman Burgess is quite right. It's very complicated. There are all kinds of demands. India and China are driving prices up. Tensions with Iran are driving prices up. To some degree, we're limited in what we can do, but we should leave no stone unturned anyway.
All right, Congressman Burgess, is that a kind of bill that you could work for, something that would make all autos flex fuel in the future?
Well, look, we've already tried the massive ethanol subsidies, and they haven't worked. But I'm all for anything that can be demonstrably improve our nation's energy position. Natural gas as a powering source for vehicles works today. I have a manufacturing plant in my district, Peterbilt, that builds an off-the-line natural gas-fired big rig. I think that's a good idea. The problem currently is no place to gas them up, but for those companies that have local deliveries, that seems to be a strategy that works. The buses in D.C., the metro buses in Fort Worth, Texas, all run off natural gas. I think that's a good first step. It's a much cheaper transportation fuel than is unleaded gasoline. But look, you talk about a bipartisan approach. For heaven's sakes, Bill Clinton said to Barack Obama, "You ought to do this Keystone deal, because it really would take some of the pressure off." And there's a bipartisan approach, and I don't normally agree with Bill Clinton, but I think in this instance he's likely correct. The problem is, in order to insulate us from the disparaging aspects of the world market, we need to increase American energy production, and we need to do so in every way that is feasible. The president likes to take credit for the increased production in this country, but honestly, he has not had much to do with that. This is oil that's produced on state lands, like in Texas, oil that's produced on, and gas produced on private lands, but the big problem is the lockout on the federal lands, both onshore and offshore, that where the president refuses to budge and refuses to even talk about the issue. That is a problem.
All right, Congressman Burgess, Congressman Engel, I thank you both for your time. It sounds like there is a glimmer of a little bit of common ground between the two of you. We hope that you find more of that as you move ahead in your work on the Hill on this particular topic. Thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.